Let's take a moment to look back. How often do you pause to reflect on everything you've experienced in a year? Not just the highlights or big wins, but the challenges, the lessons, and the moments that stretched you the most. Most of us are so focused on what's next that we forget to ask, what did I learn from where I've been? And in this section, we are going to change that. We're going to reflect on the past year, this year. Not to dwell, but with the intention to grow. Because looking back isn't about staying in the past, it's about preparing for the future. So we have to take note that we live in a world that celebrates speed. It's all about what's next. It's all about what's bigger. It's all about what's better. But the problem is, when we don't reflect, when we don't look back, we miss the important lessons that should carry us even higher moving forward. We carry the same mistakes over. We carry the same frustrations over. And we carry the same inefficiencies over into the next year. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. And the thing is, experience isn't the best teacher. Evaluated experience is the best teacher. And I had that from John Maxwell. So you have to take note that your experience, as they say, is not what teaches you the most. It is what you go into your lesson or into your experience to learn and turn into lessons moving forward. That is the best teacher for you. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. So reflection isn't about remembering. It's about understanding. So it helps you, celebrate your progress along the way. Because let's be honest, you've probably done more than you give yourself credit for. And that's the truth. If you do intentionally look back, keenly, don't look at the results, look at the journey. You'll find that you've done better than you give yourself credit for. Reflection also helps you learn from your losses, because every misstep has a lesson if you're willing to see it, if you're willing to learn. Reflection also helps you identify growth areas, because the clarity you get from reflection is the first step towards meaningful change. When you look back and you see areas where you could improve, you see areas where you could grow, this helps totally to turn things around for you in the new year towards being a better person, growing more, developing yourself into a better leader. And then you can call this an annual review, for your life. Think about it like the performance evaluation we have at work. Not from your boss this time, but it's from yourself, from your past self. So, like I said before, you want to think of what worked, what did not work, and what's the next step. Now, if you're anything like me, some of your lessons might look like maybe you don't need to spend a couple of hours scrolling through social media because you can't get sleep. Or eating pizza for breakfast isn't as life-changing as I hoped. We do eat something we do at work. And that's okay. Reflection isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about figuring out the things that actually were worthwhile and work, and the things that were not worthwhile and need to be dropped moving forward, and how to level up from those things, how to even become better, how to improve, how to grow in the new year 2025. So here's how you can start reflecting on the past year. I'm going to say it again. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. Write down your top 3 achievements for the year 2024. Big or small, they all matter. Ask, what strengths helped you achieve those wins? You see there? Lesson. Acknowledge your challenges. Think about the biggest obstacles you faced in 2024. What lessons did those challenges come with? What did they teach you? How did they help you grow? Or how can they help you grow moving into the new year 2025? Identify growth points. Look at the areas where you personally believe you should improve. Be specific. Is it time or self-management? Is it communication? Is it in emotional intelligence? Write those things down and then create an action plan. Turn each of those lessons into rules. Turn them into habits of success you should start building moving into the new year 2025. For example, a lesson could be, I tend to procrastinate under pressure. Maybe you have a time deadline, working on a project, but because you are under that pressure of a tight deadline, you procrastinate. Your goal will now be, moving forward, will be you plan your tasks a week in advance, which is something I do with my planner, something I showed earlier. You plan your week in advance and you set earlier deadlines. The project you need to work on or you have to work on, you put them into picture, put them on paper, plan tasks around them, and then set earlier deadlines for yourself. This gives you buffer time to be able to get those things done and even get them completed earlier. And remember, it's not about reliving the past. Reflection is not about reliving the past. It's about using that past, using the lessons from 2024, taking them into 2025 to create a better version of yourself, to get better results, to achieve bigger wins. And I often talk about this, the importance of integrating your past into your present and onto your future. If you don't know where you've been, you can't know where you're going. Yeah, if you can't take the lessons from the past, obviously you are going to make the same mistakes or get the same negative results in the future. So reflection is not just an intellectual exercise. It's an emotional one also. It helps you connect with your story. It helps you connect with your narrative. Also helps you correct your narrative where needed. And you can use it to propel yourself forward. So ask yourself, what story do I want to tell about this year? And how can I use that story to shape that of the year ahead, the year 2025? So here's the challenge as we round up this session. Take 20 minutes, 30 minutes this weekend. Reflect on this year. And if you are going to do this in future, maybe you do your planning at the end of December. Take time then and reflect on 2024. And write down this 3 things you're proud of, 3 lessons you learned, and 1 area you want to grow in 2025. Remember, reflection isn't about staying in the past. It's about growing from it. The more clarity you have about where you've been, the more confident you'll be about where you're going. All right, that's it for this section. Your past isn't just a record of what happened. It's a treasure map of lessons, of wins, and of growth plans. Use it to chart your course for the year ahead. And in the next section, we are going to dive into quarterly goals, how to break your big dreams into actionable 90-day sprints. I'll see you in that session.